Manager B.C.C and a file copy is maintained. These two documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/005.
Ask the Commission, please. Yes, Mr. Camara, so the memo from the CEO reads, I am of the belief that you are really sounding illogical about the above subject. So you have two memos as well from the CEO. I'm not sure whether we have.
No, one from me.
Please come again.
I replied when he wrote to me.
Two from, yes, you
One
replied
from
and
him.
then he responded again.
Okay.
I will admit.
Thank you, Chair. I was just trying to confirm. We applied to tender another memo from the CEO. It's also dated the 8th of February 2022. The subject is refusal to sign project checks. It appears to be the first memo. After the reply from the finance director, then we have the second memo again dated the same date. So we have three correspondences the same day.
The memo dated 8th of February 2022, it is from the CEO, B.C.C. It is addressed to the finance director. It has the subject refusal to sign project checks. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, project coordinator, and a file copy is maintained. This memo is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/006.
Ask the Commission, please. So you received a memo from the CEO, and it reads, I write to officially inquire from you about the refusal to sign project checks. This tantamounts to delays in the project's implementation. Then the Lord Mayor was copied and the project coordinator. You responded, correct?
Yes.
The same date. It reads your response. I wish to refer to you a resolution of the steering committee meetings and minutes that I, as chairman of the Finance and Procurement Subcommittee, must never sign any checks until when the said committee sits and vet them. This is my position till a new resolution replaces it for probity, efficiency, and attainment of project goals. I suggest you normalize this situation and not try to sought for administrative lapses scout for administrative lapses on my part for reason best known to you. I wish you a pleasant day. You also copied the Mayor, Director of Administration, Director of Audit, Project Coordinator, B.C.C, Project Coordinator, Ostend, and Project Manager, B.C.C. There is also a response from your response to your reply, which says, or reads, I am of the belief that you are really sounding illogical about the above subject matter, as you have rightly mentioned, in the absence of any resolution to be passed by the General Council relating to the downsizing of the present project steering committee, makes you still eligible to sign the checks pending an official instruction to hand over to the finance manager of the project. Now, this was the communication you've had with the CEO.
Yes.
So how did you resolve this?
How I resolve it is,
How was it resolved, this situation?
it's not resolved to this day.
So you never continued to sign checks?
No, I never signed, and then the finance manager sat in this very humble chair and said, all expenditures of the project are signed by the CEO and the Director of Finance, which I think was not doing justice to the subject matter. He should have told you that all project expenditures and contracts and procurement are signed by me as finance manager and the CEO.
Now, how many accounts for the project?
The project had 2 accounts. And
First account?
Basic bank and trust bank and a dollar account.
So that's 3 accounts?
Yes, 3 accounts, yes.
You have the basic bank?
Basic bank, Dalasi account,
Yes.
dollar account. And
You have
trust,
$1 and $1 account for basic?
yes,
And then
trust bank, Dalasi account, Eco Bank also, later on I think trust bank, Eco Bank, because of, I think banking, whatever, is it congruence or banking, because they are bank in Holland, I think it's easier to get the Eco Bank app than the other bank.
So there's also an EcoBank account?
There's also an Eco Bank account, yes.
So there would be 4 accounts,
yes.
with 3 banks?
Yes, with 3 banks.
And each of these accounts were managed by B.C.C?
We are managed by?
B.C.C?
Yes.
Okay. All of it, including the EcoBank account?
All.
So it means the finance director is the usual way, the finance director and the CEO?
Yes. And if there is a third signatory, according to the Act, the Finance and the Finance and Audit Act of Local Government Councils, 3 signatories to all council accounts: Director of Finance, the CEO, and the Admin Director.
Yes, Admin Director in the absence of the CEO?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if you are no longer there, how did it change to the finance manager? How was the finance manager authorizing or signing checks?
You ask the CEO how they do it. For me, once this letter I wrote, they wrote back to me. I never see checks, I never go to meetings, I never get paid, I'm not involved, and they carry on doing their things.
Okay. I see in your statement too that you were the chairman of the procurement committee. Is it the procurement committee of the project or the procurement committee of the council?
Yeah, you know, when we advised, when I came,
Right.
for a year, this project was going
Yes.
without a steering committee.
Right.
And I think that should be a reason of a discussion
Right.
to ask the CEO, how can you get a project? For a year, there was no steering committee. But when I joined, I said, no, we have to get a steering committee. Upon getting the steering committee, we were all in good stead, wishing the project well and doing our job. So we divided. We looked at all the components of the project and set up subcommittees for the project. We have the finance and procurement subcommittee, you have the visibility subcommittee, you have monitoring and whatever committee, so greening committee. So we have all the subcommittees, and all the subcommittees were working and will converge when we meet to give their reports on what they've been giving for the week or for the month to achieve. Things went well. We even had a retreat, and we had the best ever ranking of procurement. So
You mean the project or
yes,
BC?
yes, for the project.
Okay.
And again, there we
How
identified.
did you have the best ranking of procurement?
Pardon?
How did you have, what do you mean when you say you have the best ranking of procurement?
Yeah, because what we did was, we invited the steering committee to go to Kotu Strand. We had a very good procurement officer that came from the local service commission called Ibu Keta.
Okay.
Ibu came, and then we all these tenders went to the media, and people responded. And then we all went a 2 days retreat. We were able to go into a classroom session in the lead of the procurement senior officer Ibu Keta.
Right.
And all these contracts were given into lots and all that. So when we came back, Ibu left. Ibu left for reason best known to him. And I told him that, look, the SPU has always been struggling to survive in Banjul City Council. And I am new, you are new. Love this country, let's soldier on and help us. But if you go out, it could spell doom for not only the project, by extension Banjul City Council, because we definitely need an independent, specialized procurement unit. Keta left. When he left, the project got disbanded, and their team went to work. And now we are where we are.
Were all payments during your time, you were there in 2021?
Yes.
The steering committee?
Yes.
And you were there for a year or two?
Few months. I think I was there for 6 months.
6 months?
Yes. And then again, I've given you one issue. When I lie on my bed, I ask, why did they boot me out of this project? That is number one reason. And the other number two reason was, there was a payment of 2.5 million.
Yes.
To be paid to a company that is associated with the mayor. It's mayor's friend's company.
2.5 million?
Yes.
What is the name of the company?
Jida Trading. 2.2. 2,268,900,000.
From the project's funds?
From the project fund.
Was paid to Jida?
Yes, Jida Trading.
Jida Trading?
Yes. And then when
you were there?
Yes.
Okay.
And this was the only big payment during my tenure.
That you regret?
That was paid.
That you regret?
No, I didn't regret.
You appear to have regretted.
No, I didn't say that. What I said.
I know you didn't say that. I'm the one telling you. You appear to have regretted the payment. Why is it an issue then?
I'm bringing it forward for you to understand the genesis of where we are.
No, I understand that. I understand. I'm just saying that the 2.5 million payment paid to the mayor's relative.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What is the name of the individual that owns Jida? Do you know? Do you recall?
Mariama.
Mariam what?
I don't know his surname.
How do you know that the person is related to the mayor? Mayoress?
It's the mayor's friend.
Friend?
Yes.
Okay, they're friends.
Yes.
How do you know this?
Yeah, because she told me.
Mariam told you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, and what is it supposed to be for?
For personal protective equipment, PPEs.
Yes. Do you have, what are you looking at, the voucher? Is that the voucher?
Yes. So just to clear.
Is that the voucher you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at the interchange.
Okay.
Yes, so when that payment landed on my desk, I went to the CEO. I told him, CEO, I am not comfortable signing this payment.
This 2.5 million?
Yes, he said, but this guy has already delivered these goods and all that. I said, yes, but the attaching paperwork is weak.
The attaching paperwork is weak?
Yes, it's weak, and then the protocols are faulted.
Do you have the voucher?
No, I don't have the voucher. I have the memo that the CEO wrote to me. I told him, for me, I am new, and then these things I don't understand. But if you want me to sign it, give me a memo, authorizing me to sign.
Let me see.
Yes. But in saying that, we had the resident Austin project manager in the Gambia. He comes quarterly.
Yes.
And then this time of this payment, he was in town, Jonas. And Jonas used to bank on me a lot, that I'll definitely do my job independently.
Right.
And Jonas came and then told me, Momodou, this thing is coming, don't sign it.
Don't sign it.
Yeah, don't sign it.
But you still signed it?
Based on that letter.
No, you've already had it. Anyways, we'll come to that. Yes. We apply to tender a memo from the CEO and Steering Committee Chairman to the project coordinator, EU Banjul, date 9th of February 2021, with the topic request for payment of the PPEs to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
A memo from the CEO and Steering Committee Chairman to the Project Coordinator EU Banjul. It is dated the 9th of February 2021. It has the topic request for payment of the PPEs. And it is copied to the Mayor, B.C.C, Steering Committee Chairman, B.C.C, Director of Finance, B.C.C, and a file copy is maintained. This document is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/007.
Ask the Commission, please. Now, there was a payment of 2.5 million that you had to sign as per instructions by the CEO.
Yes, please.
And the payment was supposed to be made to Jida Trading.
Yes.
Who is a friend to the mayor.
Yes.
And it is for personal protective equipment, right?
Yes, yes.
The exhibit reads, I wish to request the payment of 2,268,900 only to Jida Trading, and $152,100 to Banjul City Council as per the enforcing the contract of, excuse me, it's the way it is being written. As per the enforcing the contract of one for the supply of the PPEs. This brings the total contract sums for the PPEs to $2,521,000 only. The payment to BCC is for withholding taxes due to government on standard terms. This decision was taken in the last meeting of the Steering Committee of the 4th of February 2021. So, in effect, what they are asking for, or what the CEO, to be specific, is asking for, is a payment of $2,268,900 to be paid to Jida Trading.
Yes.
Because they won as per a bid for the supply of PPEs.
Yes.
And an extra $252,100, which is supposed to be the 10% withholding tax to be paid to GRA. Correct?
Yes, please.
Yes, and the total of which is $2,521,000.
Correct.
And so you requested that a memo be sent to you authorizing you to pay, right?
Yes.
And you signed the check?
Yes, that When I got this memo, then I signed the check.
From which account? Do you recall?
It's one of the accounts.
You would not recall
I don't
right
know.
now.
Yeah.
And so payment was effected. Were you aware of the procurement?
Yes, basically, I was not. I was aware of procurement, but again, where the contract started and where it finished, I was not in council.
You were not present.
I was not present, but again, I had a very good working relationship with the Austin resident in the Gambia.
Yes.
And if payment lands on my desk, I'll always refer to him that, please, Jonas, can you please advise?
How do you do this? Via email, via WhatsApp? How do you do this?
No, he comes to council every day.
He comes to?
He comes to council every day.
Okay, when he is in town?
Yeah, when he's in town. And again, to say it, I'm sitting before the nation, he has invited me with his co-partner, Peter. They've invited me for dinner once.
Okay.
We go out and then talked about their ambition for the Gambia, for Banjul, and for the project, and they really count on me to definitely help support the project and do what is right. And
so Johannes asked that you should not, he warned you that there is a payment that will be requested.
Yeah, for the PPEs, yes.
But you should not sign.
Yes.
Did he tell you why?
Yeah, I think it was goods of inferiority. The goods were inferior to the standard, to the specifics, specimens.
To the specifications?
Yeah, specifications, yes.
But you were not there when they were supplied?
No.
You had no dealings with this particular supplier?
No.
But he warned you that the goods did not meet the description according to the specification?
Exactly.
All right.
And in the same vein, when Mayor perceived, or when her intelligence gave her that I have a good rapport with these Austin people, and again, I also as Director of Finance, knowing the role Austin played for us to get the project, I wanted the things that I do, I always copied them, and the mayor has to come out and say, if you copy Austin, your memos, don't copy me. If you write and copy Austin, there is no need to copy me as mayor.
Why?
For best reasons known to her. And that's a memo that she sent to me.
Okay.
To say whatever is happening within council and in my purview as Director of Finance should stay. I should not copy Austin.
Whatever happens in Vegas must stay in Vegas?
Yes.
Okay. See, Mr. Camara, this is important.
Indeed.
It's important because the way I see it, this is such that no wonder the project failed. Because there was no transparency.
Yes.
There was no proper coordination.
Yes.
The rules were flouted. Monies were paid anyhow. And certain people seem to think that because you are the head of an institution, being the CEO, administrative director, finance director, as the case may be, or mayoress, as the case may be, things will have to work the way you want.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
We applied to tender a memo from the Lord Mayor addressed to the Director of Finance. The date is 8th of February 2022. It says a writing of memo. And some of your subjects as well, your language.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Corporate is the Chief Executive Officer.
A memo dated the 8th of February 2022. The memo is from the Lord Mayor. It is addressed to the Director of Finance, and it has the caption, writing of memo. It is copied to the CEO, B.C.C, and a file copy is maintained. This letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/008.
Ask the Commission, please. Now, what was your response? Did you reply to this memo? Did you reply to the memo?
No, because for me, I always track the line of care, and then being the mayor that she is, I heard what she said.
What do you mean being the mayor she is?
Yeah, because I have suffered a lot in 2, by extension 3 years working for Banjul City Council, all just trying to do my job. And again, the funniest thing, because the whole nation is watching, is the people that came to office as general counsel in the first tenure of the mayor. And mayor then had more votes in general council than them. And mayor, being what she is, ostracized that group of people we call councillors. But when it comes to my job, I always do my job. Whether you are a councillor on the right or on the left, when I'm paying allowances, I pay. When there is salary advance and they come, they knock on my door, I approve. When there is anything to dish out that these councillors should get, and any information that hits on my desk for consumption, I will give to all. These people, through thick and thin, I, in my office, catered for them. When the second tenure came, they became a majority in general council. Mayor used them against me.
How?
And by going to council in a general council meeting in November 2023 and pass a resolution. They couldn't pass a resolution at the sitting, but they coined, after all that has happened in the project, all that was happening to B.C.C, and they knew my stand on it, and I documented every inch of it. They wanted to bury me. They went and took a resolution there to say that all the financial problems of Banjul City Council, by extension the project, is caused by the Director of Finance. So being the case, we're going to send the Director of Finance on administrative leave.
In 20?
In 2023. In 2023, when that happened, they couldn't mention it at the General Council meeting. Mayor has to invite the willing in her office and gave them an A4 paper to sign.
Invite who?
Those councillors, except one. Sheikh Jau was the only councillor that said no. With all that the Director of Finance have done for us, and you people, you know the problems. You want to send this gentleman away based on your politics and tricks?
Well, I don't think you are free from the problems, but I also don't think you are solely responsible for the problems.
Exactly. So when they did it, they signed in mayor's office. Each of them signed on that A4 paper, and they were all given each $2,000, and the letter was sent to the ministry. That's administrative leave. That's the letter they sent. And again, when it was sent, I also sent a letter to the minister.
Yes.
That what they were saying was not correct. The true state of B.C.C, this is the true state of B.C.C, and I also wrote the letter that followed that letter. And that ended up in the general transfers. Because when I came with my facts and my evidences, they knew that they were just trying to throw me under the bus. I was not the problem why they were in that situation.
Right.
So that culminated in a general transfers of Caesar and Director of Finance. That saw me go to Birkama, and saw Bachili go to Mansakonko. I survived in Birkama. Bachili couldn't survive in Mansakonko because he does not work.
You don't seem to have a very good relationship with Mustafa Bachili.
No, but we have a very fluid relationship But for Bachili, he is possessed in the sense that he will not work in the absence of Katim Ture, Director of Planning and Development.
And you also refer to him as just being a CEO for the mayors.
Thank you. This is the reality.
Huh?
Is the reality.
All right. We apply to tender the correspondence address to the Chairman of the Local Government Service Commission, recommendation for leave. And a response to that recommendation by B.C.C for the Finance Director to be on leave, addressed to the Chairman of the Local Government Service Commission, signed by Momodou Camara D.O.F Director of Finance, to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits.
Thank you very much.
The Banjul City Council Office of the Chief Executive Officer, a letter dated the 9th of January 2024, it has reference 95 stroke BCC stroke 102 stroke in brackets 1 stroke volume 1, addressed to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, the quadrangle. It has the subject recommendation for leave. The letter is signed by the CEO and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, B.C.C, Acting Director of Admin, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, Chairman Establishment Committee, PS Ministry of Lands, and a file copy is maintained. Attached to the said letter is a memo dated the 4th of January 2024. It has a subject management meeting with revenue heads, and the venue is Office of the CEO. Attached to this memo is also the minutes of council revenue base, that is rates, license, Albert Market, ATC, and AOB, that is the agenda on the minutes. And these minutes are signed by the CEO, and they are prepared, the minutes are prepared by Adam Afai, admin officer. There is also a letter, a memo attached to the earlier letter, which is dated the 22nd of November 2023. It is from the CEO addressed to the Director of Finance. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Audit, Director of Admin, Director of Planning and Development, and all councillors. It has the topic, lessons driven from management meeting on the audit responses and the way forward. There is also a memo dated the 10th of January 2024. It has the subject, Emergency Establishment Committee meeting with senior management, and the venue is Office of the Lord Mayor. And attached are the minutes. The minutes are signed by the CEO, and the Adam Afai, admin officer, is the one that prepared the said minutes. There is also a memo dated the 28/29 August 2023. It has the subject management meeting. The venue is Office of the CEO. And attached thereto is also the minutes of the said meeting, and it is signed by the CEO and Adam Afai, that is the admin officer who prepared the said minutes. There is also a memo dated the 22nd of August 2023, and it has a subject management meeting with the Lord Mayor, and the venue is the Office of the Lord Mayor. And attached thereto is the minutes. Unsigned minutes. There's also a memo dated the 4th of July 2023. It has management meeting, and the venue is Office of the CEO. And attached is also the minutes. They are signed by the CEO, and Adam Afai is the admin officer who prepared the said minutes. And the final memo is dated the 21st of June 2023. It has a subject management meeting, and the venue is Office of the CEO. And attached is the minutes. They are signed by the CEO, and Adam Fai is the admin officer that prepared the said minutes. These documents are admitted in a bundle together. And okay, I have one more document. There is the document dated the 15th of January 2024. It is addressed to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, and it has the topic, that is the subject, recommendation for leave. It is signed by Momodou Camara, Director of Finance. It is copied to the PS, Local Government and Lands, Lord Mayor, Chairman Finance Committee, Chairman Establishment Committee, all councillors, Director of Internal Audit, and Acting Director of Administration, and a file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/009.
As a commission, please. The memo from the Lord Mayor that you referred to, Mr. Camara, reads, I have received copies of memos from you, which you have copied the project coordinator of Ostend. Please bear in my mind that memo deals with internal matters, and if you wish to copy Ostend, I urge you to put it in another format. Please do not copy me any memo in future that is also addressed to anyone outside the institution. But this is a project, Mr. Camara.
Yes, please.
And the project is B.C.C. Ostend project.
Thank you.
In fact, without
Ostend.
you cannot
Thank you.
go on with this project.
I agree.
And there are representatives of the Ostend side that are really participating, like Johanna Peter,
Yes.
effectively
Yes.
in the implementation
On the ground.
on the ground of
Yes,
this project.
yes.
So why would the memo state that they should be excluded from communications from you?
Reason best known to her.
But what do you think?
It's not correct. If Ostend is a good brother, elder brother of B.C.C, and we've benefited, before I go to council, we've benefited multi-million projects, exchange visits, a lot of laptops and computers, and goodwill gestures. And again, when we even applied for this project, they told us we must have an EU partner, a EU resident partner. So Ostend are Banjul. Banjul is Ostend. For me, anything that is for public consumption or for monument consumption, as far as this project is concerned, the two representatives that are in the Gambia should be in the know.
But even administrative procedure would dictate that you, your main line of communication would be, your primary would be the CEO.
Yes.
And so if the mayor is copied, the mayor is just copied. Or
Yes.
you write to her directly, the mayoress. And so you had always said that she acts as both the mayoress and the CEO at the same time.
Yes.
And in your statement, it reads that I will be brave, I will be very brave. That is on the BCEU Ostend Project Steering Committee loan heading. That I'll be very brave here to say the CEO surrendered all his powers, rules, and responsibilities to the Lord Mayor and advisor to Mayor. Is that Makumba?
Yes, Makumba Sana, yes.
You believe that these two were running the council in all aspects?
Yes, because the CEO is not available. It's not there. He appears physically, but in essence, no input, no impact, nothing.
Right. Said, what a lucky mayor she is. The administrative arm of council is BC is dead, poorly staffed, poorly oriented, poorly managed, poorly exposed. Only yes and yes men in administration, headed by the CEO, and the total absence of no checks and controls that is desperately needed to balance things, and in its absence, lots of power remained and is vested in the politicians, and they run their chambers and also control the administration arm.
Yes.
That is the administrative arm.
Yes.
CEO Bachili and crew are tough on staff and weak in implementation of their roles and responsibilities as employed staff, and it has culminated into lots of internal resistance and staff feuds over the years, leading to ombudsman and legal tussles for council, costing us millions of dollars in the process. Is that true? You have financial losses in relation to the inactiveness or inefficiency of the CEO?
Yes, of course.
Any situation you want to state?
Yeah, because in management, what I studied,
Yeah.
in management, managing people, a model of what I've studied, they say tone from the top.
Yes.
The way the CEO dress is the way the eye is on him. The way he dresses, the way he speaks, the way he acts, how he comes to work, how he delivers. He is the mantra of any institution to get it right. If the CEO is not in order, or that institution.
So you guys had legal issues?
Legal issues like?
You said legal tussles for council costing us millions of dollars.
Yes, we are always in court. We are always in court.
For what?
For attestation, for social media, for somebody not paying, or somebody that wants issues, but we are always in court. Or the camp that persisted when they were fighting in the first council. They were at war, and they were always in court, as is the bar versus the mayor. Even when we go to general council, we can hold the meetings. So they resulted to the courts. That has cost us a lot of money. The attestation has cost a lot of money.
What about the attestation?
Pardon?
What about the attestation?
The attestation was contested by the bar. I think the rest is on social media, and I'm not a legal person, but I can dig into the archives.
Yes.
And give you.
Right.
The bar and co sued the mayor for the attestation, for attestations and all that, and then we have to get lawyers to
represent.
To represent and all that.
Now, how many lawyers? Do you recall?
No, I don't recall.
Now, you went further. In the world of Banjul City Council, the mayor is in charge of all things, and she decides who, when, how, and what in all related activities of council, be it staff, financial, and others. She also proposes all agenda points to be discussed at both management and at general council meetings. She selects who sits at the meetings and where one is stationed, and who is in and who is out of management team and standing committees. Everything that revolves around council, both politically and administrative-wise, were decisions that the mayor takes. She is lucky to have a CEO like Bachili, who does not care at all and doesn't take up his role and responsibility. As CEO, and all powers end up going back to the mayor. We are all exposed, and all the problems of BC are caused by the lack of checks and balances in our roles and responsibilities. If where we bank was influenced by the mayor, and when and what loan and overdrafts facilities we entered into are decided by her, then we are doomed, and we are. The advisor to the mayor, that's Makumba Sane, right?
Yes, Makumba, yes.
Is the most feared and powerful man in council, and runs a terror regime among staff, branding and profiling each staff member as pro-mayor or against the mayor. Now, she decides which bank you bank with. How do you get this communication? Have you opened new accounts when you became the CEO, the finance director?
No, when I became this director of finance, we reduced the accounts that we hold. And again, I found these accounts. I found these accounts already open in my absence. But with the basic bank, my visits there, I was clearly told that mayor, prior to being a mayor, was their very good customer. And again, in the same vein, Trust Bank used to be the main banking partner of B.C.C. So when mayor assumed the helm, the pendulum swing towards Basic Bank. Now, Basic Bank, as we speak, they are our principal banking partners. Right. So you can connect the dots from there.
I'm not going to connect any dots, Mr. Camara. I'll just be hearing evidence from you. As a director of finance, you have your team, you have your department that you manage, correct?
No.
No?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, because I found a skeleton staff there.
What does that mean?
I found Ibu Drame.
Yes.
I found Jatupen.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the two people that are found there. The cashiers are the cashiers. The collectors are the collectors.
Yes.
These people are my immediate support.
But you have Ibu Drame, who is what?
Absconded. He absconded.
Yes.
Yes.
Was the finance manager?
Yes, acting finance manager.
Acting finance manager.
Yes.
And Jatu?
Jatu was acting senior accounting.
How many accounts clerk?
When I came there, was none. In the interim, we had Keba Jeng, and Jorge Kurbali, who I recommended to management to take based on her past performance when I was running the Ocean Bay Hotel and Resort.
How many? Go ahead.
Yeah, because she came. One of the standing out audit queries that I inherited was missing vouchers, missing documentation, receipts and all that. So she came on board and was able to zip that corridor. So we had our receipts retired. We had our vouchers well kept. We have our unfinished signatures, especially the CEO. She will follow the signature every day to make sure whenever Bachili is in, a pack is waiting for him to sign so that we can do the necessary filing and all that. And again, part of the 29 steps that I gave you,
right.
I knew that I needed to take up the job myself. I created for the first time an archive and then gave one of the accounts assistant that we just recruited, Keba Jeng, with grade 12, to tell him that these are the archive, all documentation that we are done with. Lock, close it, keep the keys. You are holistically responsible because we never have an archive. You look at our documentations, you go to B.C.C today, you ask them, where are the 2018 payment vouchers? 2018 and beyond, you cannot get a document. So I know that if I am to survive in this terrain, I must go the extra mile.
So there should be vouchers for all payments.
Exactly.
And it should be in the archive.
Yes, but there was not.
And it should be recorded in the in the cash books.
Exactly.
How many cash books?
We have the main cash book one.
Kept by
Jatu Pen.
Jatu.
Yes, Jatu.
And then do you have a paying out cashier?
Yes, we do.
Do you have a receiving cashier?
Yes, we do.
Do they each have cash books?
Yes, they do.
So there should be 3 cash books.
Yes.
In council.
Yes.
One is the master cash book.
Yes.
And 2 is the paying out and receiving cashier's cash books.
That's true.
These are to be present in basis.
Exactly, and all collectors
is subsidiary cash books.
Subsidiary cash books.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as the finance director, you had Makumba Sane given the position of an overseer of revenue of license collection.
Yes.
How did this happen?
Yes, as I said, peace over all denominations. Peace is paramount. So when I
peace
came,
is paramount.
Yes, peace.
What does that mean?
Meaning when I came and inherited the department,
right,
inherited the processes,
right,
the actors and the departments and all that, I tried to be meticulously clever in having a working relationship with everybody,
right,
to get to where we want to go.
Yes.
So I found Makumba in council as revenue overseer.
Revenue overseer.
Yes.
What kind of position is that?
But they gave it to him.
But what kind of position is that?
If I am trying to do justice to the topic, Makumba is present. He is, as far as finance is concerned, my department, and being a revenue collector, wherever the revenue is, Makumba is there, serving the interests and observation of the Lord Mayor. And for me, I don't have a problem. I said, the more controls you have, the better.
That is not a control.
Yeah, let me just finish. The more controls you have, the better. If they are telling me, if my new masters are telling me, this guy is the revenue overseer, he will help you get A, B, C, and C. I am not coming there to fight. I am coming there to contribute to what they are doing, positively.
Yes.
So in that, if I come and found him there, since 2018, he's been there doing his things with the team. If I come, I just needed to study. But again, I work with them 2021.
So what does Makumba do in revenue? What does he do? We have evidence that he, for instance, in the license department, he will go with, is it Pamudu? No?
Yes, Pamod now, yes.
The license acting manager
Yes,
to issue invoices.
yes.
We have seen Makumba's accounts. We have seen huge sums of money by way of transaction in his account. And so it's true that he issues out invoices? Is that a fact?
Yeah, what happened, the system has a problem. And then it will take somebody very committed, very brave to fix it.
Yes.
And that's exactly what I did.
Right.
And then, but again, when I did it, I end up at the police station.
Did you find Makumba issuing invoices with?
Yeah, because what is happening is, you employ, you are CEO, you sit there as the company chief executive, you are the accounting officer, you sit and employ a grade 9 dropout, or you employ somebody without the prerequisite qualification to head a unit in Momodou now.
Yes.
It's your decision as CEO. You employed him. And you also have to look for life support. You have to look for Makumba Sane to help him do his job. That's CEO's problem. And if I come and found out council have been operating before I come in this way, and even then, I reshuffled the pack. When I came, I reshuffled the pack, rotated the staff, but again, what did I get out of it? Fights. A gentleman sat here, Mustafa A.B. Sar. I called all the team in finance. That for me, I don't see man or woman. I don't see party colors. All I see is the job. The best men in the best zones. The people that are sluggish, we give them the $10 a ticket. I will reshuffle the pack. And I did. When I did it, A.B. Sar came out last from trade license. He collected the least amount of money in 2021. I wrote to him that I have moved you to the market. But guess what?
What?
He took the letter, the rotation letter, that was approved when I wrote as department head, responsible for rotating finance staff. Gave it to Bachili. Bachili append supported my decision.
Yes.
A.B. Sar was called by the Lord Mayor. Buko fale, bul dem fen, kiru dara. Work started. I told him, sir, I have transferred you. You better move. He said, boss Camara, no, I didn't buy. What do you mean? I let him. He never took up the transfer.
You have the memo transfer?
Yes. I don't have it here.
Please note it down. It's already one. We'll come back after the break.
Thank you, Chair.